For me, an ideal date is not picking a restaurant or a bar and going. For some people, that is a date, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But for me, it's not for me, because I get triggered easily when I am in places where I'm not comfortable with, I'm not familiar with, if I'm with someone I don't feel safe with, or who doesn't know how to handle me if I'm triggered. These are just things I'm just not into. So you'll have to find creative ways to plan dates. And the type of person that I am is that if we're having a conversation and you tell me that you need something, or if you always wanted to do something, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind, because guess what? At some point we're going to do this, or I'm going to get you this, right? So for example, if we're walking around, like let's say you decide to take me to the park so my baby, or meet at the park so my baby can play at the park and we can talk, right? Get to know each other. And we're talking and I'm like, I've always wanted to have a picnic, and watch the sunset. Like, I've never ever got to see the sunset, and I've only ever seen the sunrise one time, and that was when I was on a cruise last year, but I was drunk. So, I would love to just kind of like, experience that. It looks so romantic in the movie, so I know it's probably uneventful, but still. And then you decide to plan a date a week or two later where we're having a picnic, where there's not a lot of people. You have all my favorite snacks, all my favorite foods, and we're watching the sunset. That shows me that you actually care about me, that you listen, and that you're putting in effort, that you want to be with me. I have never had that happen, but I'm that person that does that to other people. So yeah, I want someone who's going to match that energy, because when I'm in a relationship, I give everything that I have for that person, because I know how it feels sometimes to not, question, or like to question where you stand with this person, or even if you're spending all the time, like you may have your doubts, or, past relationships that affected you, or you're just always questioning people's, my therapist would be like, you're very hyper vigilant. You're always looking for a problem. So sometimes you'll create problems. I like to give my partner reassurance that I'm here. It's just us. I care about you. I listen. These are things that I would want somebody to do with me. So I have yet to find that person. I know that person is out there for me, whether I find them or not, or whether they find me, because I ain't looking. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like more people should be like that. Even if you're okay with going out to a restaurant eating, I feel like you should listen to your partner and plan creative dates and do things like that, so they know that you're listening. I feel like that not only keeps the love alive, but it keeps the spark in the relationship. But once again, I haven't had that, so I'm always that for other people. I would love for someone to give that to me.